Hey everyone, it's Bert from Seasoned Gaming, and if you've been looking for the right case/grip for your Nintendo Switch, this video is for you. So for a long time I've been looking for the right case. I probably have 4 different cases for the Nintendo Switch, and also a good grip. I'm one of the many people that feel that the Nintendo Switch is not the most ergonomic handheld that you can really buy. So it's just, once you play with it for a long time, it just becomes just not comfortable. You get hand cramps if you're on a flight for a while or something. It's just not comfortable with your hand. So I did a lot of research and I ended up finally landing on Satisfye. Now Satisfye is, I guess, one of the nicer cases you can get. It comes in 2 different packages, so I actually have both. You can get the grip by itself without the carrying case, and you get an additional set of joysticks. Or you can get the grip bundle, and what it does is it comes with the grip, and it comes with a case that's designed to put the grip in. So if you have a case today, and you end up buying a third-party grip or whatever the case is, then you're going to have to probably buy a bigger case for that grip for when you travel and everything. It becomes kind of an issue. But one of the cool things about the Satisfye grip is that it comes with one that's designed for it. You have extra room, and it's really the best way to go because you end up having the whole product all together, and you're kind of good to go. But what we're going to do is we're going to unbox this and then get a first impression on it. One of the big differences, I think I mentioned it really briefly, is that if you get just the just the grip, you get an additional set of joysticks, so you get 4 of those. And then if you get the case with the grip, you only get 1 set of joysticks. Now, there's no difference between the joysticks or thumb pads in any form whatsoever. You're just going to get 4 of them versus 2. So that's a big difference. The case by itself runs you around $27-28 via Amazon, wherever you want to buy stuff from. The actual case with the grip is going to run you roughly about $48-47. So you're looking at an additional $20 for that case. But let's get it open and let's see what else comes in here. So the sleeve holds up to 10 games. It is considered a slim case, so one of the cool things that we'll show you when the case gets opened here is that the case itself has the grip in mind, so it's kind of like designed for carrying that around. And then it's just supposed to be a nicer type case. There's a lot of them. If you were to go to Amazon today and look at all the cases, there's just tons of them, and most of them are crap. But this is considered one of the nicer ones, and I just definitely wanted to do a quick review on it and show why it's so good. So let me get this open. Okay, so back to now that we've got the case open and we are actually looking at it, one of the big reasons that we're talking about this is not the Switch Lite. This is they do have one for the Switch Lite. We actually don't have a Switch Lite. We actually have the new, I guess, under the radar release Switch that has the bigger battery. So that's the HAC-001, and in parentheses the -01 again. So this is going to have the bigger battery, the slightly brighter screen that they talk about, and this is where I'm going with personally. The Lite is really cool if I'm more of a mobile gamer, but I do like having the dock, and I do like being able to take advantage of the better battery life. This one actually has better battery life than even the Switch Lite. So that new chipset that they're using in there is really taking advantage of that. So let me put this aside for now. I will pull it back out in a second, but let's see what we actually get here. So as I did mention, the case around the edge, let me actually just pull it out instead of just talking about it. So first of all, it is kind of a bigger case, but you know, the Switch isn't exactly a small item. So like I said, in the back, you get this rounded edge, which is actually really neat. For the fact that it will go in there nice and snug and designed for that. So the other thing is nice zippers, which is funny enough. We got oddly a lot of comments regarding zippers. You get a plush design in here, so this is actually super nice, super smooth, kind of suede feeling. There's your place for your carts, your games. There is your joysticks, which I will put on in just a second. Another thing is you don't have that nasty smelling case. So there is a slight scent. Some of the cases that I've bought, you open that case up and man, it just stinks like crazy for a few days. You have to kind of air it out before you use it. But overall, my first impressions on here, super nice case. The carrying case at the top's here really nice. Here you have, in case you're gonna like maybe carry it on your shoulder, you have 2 straps here that you can actually strap into, I should say. And then like I said, so let me actually put a few games in here. So here's Smash Bros, Mario Rabbids, it's Mario. But these are nice too. I mean, so you have 10 slots. So let me get that out of the way. And let me actually just take us to the grip. So the grip is very straightforward. Now, one of the things that most people talk about is the different things you can do with this grip and why it's so good. So number one, I don't even have the Switch on here and I can already feel the soft rubber feeling on the back on these items. This is super soft. The other things is you can stand the Switch up when you have your Switch in here and it stands up by itself. So like if you're on an airplane or something and you want to watch a movie or somewhere and you just need this to go, very nice as far as being able to stand that way. Other thing is you have these little rubber orange grips here that will grip the Nintendo Switch in a really snug feeling when you get that in there. So I'm going to put that in just a second. Other first impressions is obviously it feels kind of big, but that is the Nintendo Switch. It's not a small console type thing. Here are your two joysticks, thumb pads, whatever you want to call them. These aren't anything, you know, out of this world. They're more of like a nice little bonus for, you know, buying this case. They seem pretty nice. I'm going to put them on there and get a first impression in just a second. But you know that the joysticks aren't exactly the strength of the Nintendo Switch. So this might be a cool little enhancement that gives you maybe a little more grip and a little higher feeling on there. But let's get the Switch on here. So literally just slide it in there. There's not much to it. It literally just slides onto the back. And then you are good to go. So once again, this feels fantastic. And now I know why everybody just raves about this. So like I said, you can actually hold the Switch straight up if you're wanting to do that. You can lay it back down. It's just designed really, really well. And more than anything is the feeling of it on the back. It definitely feels bigger, but you don't have those hand cramps anymore that you are potentially going to have from playing the standard Switch by itself. So this just feels great. Let's get these joysticks on just to see what that's all about. Funny enough, these might be, that one went on really easy here, but this one's just giving me a little bit of an issue on camera. So I might just take the joystick off, sorry, the Joy-Con off. Oh, no, there it goes. So let me see, joysticks feel pretty good. I would say I would leave this on. Like I said, I don't care for the joysticks too much in the Switch's standard form. I don't look at the Switch joystick and be like, wow, this is fantastic, but there's kind of how they look like from on top, in case you want to get a close look at it. They're just a little higher. They do have the little S on there. Here's a close look at the grip. Like I said, it's really comfortable. The front is a hard plastic. The back is a very, very soft plastic. So can't stress that enough. Here you have, I guess, your stands that you would use. And let's take a look at it in the actual case. So let me stand this up here, pulling the case back. And here we go. So you're about to travel. It just sits in there so nice. So it's just designed to fit the way you want it to. Close it up. It's just perfect. So my first impressions on this is it's just designed so well. Like I said, it's one of the things that you kind of expect from a higher priced item. If you look at the overall ratings of this actual grip and case, it's one of the best on Amazon and everywhere you go. And I can see why now. So I will do some impressions on this, maybe do a long-term test, but first impressions, best case I've had so far. I've got about 3 of them, so I can definitely say that I've tried these quite a bit. If you're wondering what it is, once again, it's called the Satisfye SwitchGrip Pro. Satisfye is spelt with F-Y-E, in case you're wondering the different spelling on how to find this. But once again, standard by itself without the case, $27. If you're looking at the full package, you're looking at $47, $48. Love it so far. I will play it, do a long-term test in about 3 to 4 months. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you have any questions on it, it's fairly straightforward. It's just a case, but if you want to let us know anything about it, hit us up in the comments below. Thanks for watching.